So this is a great question. L stands for lesbian, G stands for gay, B stands for bisexual, T stands for transgender, and Q stands for queer.
And they've recently added 2 other letters to the acronym. So you've got I for intersex, and A stands for asexual, and allies, which are people who support the community.
Thanks.
I think schools need to start teaching more LGBTQ history, but I'm not gay, so I don't really see why I have to learn about it. Are you Jewish? No. Yet you learned about the Holocaust. Are you African American? No. Yet you learned about slavery. Do you identify as female? No. Yet you learned about women's suffrage. See, history affects all of us, whether it's directly or indirectly. It's not fair for someone to pick and choose which pieces of history are important to learn about. Plus, learning about LGBTQ history would not only help people of that community, but it'd also teach people how to be better allies. Well, it's against my religion. Funny you say that, because so is murder, slavery, evolution, yet you have no problem learning about those in history class. Oh, I get it now. Your toxic masculinity is so fragile that it makes you uncomfy. Shut up, snowflake. Whoop, there it is.
I'm attracted to men. I think girls are pretty, though. I'm attracted to women. Guys are chill, though. Oh my god, women are so goddamn beautiful. Every single woman on this planet could stomp on my neck and I would thank them and bake them cookies. You're attracted to men, though, too, right? Yeah.
Did you know that the very first openly gay man to run for public office in America was a drag queen? That's right, Jose Sarria ran for supervisor of San Francisco in 1961 when it was illegal to be gay in America. And much to everyone's surprise, he garnered 6,000 votes. That was the very first time that everyone realized that there's such a thing as a gay vote, which then jump-started the gay political power in the US.
Disney confirmed their first lead LGBT character in 2020, but Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon have had LGBT lead characters for decades. Think of Steven Universe, The Legend of Korra, Adventure Time, Sailor Moon, American Dad, Family Guy, and of course SpongeBob. Disney didn't even want this one to come out, the creators had to fight for it.
Ooh, boobs, 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 lot of boobs.
Just keep staring at your locker. Do not take your eyes off your locker. Do not take the eyes off. Fuck, I just dropped my shoe. Okay. When you turn around, just look at the floor. That's all you gotta do. Just make sure you look at the floor. God damn it, we made eye contact. Fuck the shoe, I'm leaving.
Hey, did you know the pride flag has a new color? This man is Gilbert Baker. He was a prolific activist who did a lot of great work, but most famously created the pride flag. It was unveiled in 1978 at San Francisco Pride. In his original design, there were 8 colors, each one symbolizing a different aspect of queer identity. However, that's probably not the flag that you know. The 6-striped one probably is. Why were the colors removed? In 1978, the manufacturing company said that the hot pink was too expensive. Turquoise was removed because a parade just wanted it to be symmetrical. Gilbert Baker always intended for the pink and turquoise to be there. In several attempts, he tried to repopularize his original design, but this one had already become more well-known. He called it the commercial flag. Shortly before his death in 2017, Gilbert Baker added lavender on top. Find out what it means in part 2.
Hey, excuse me. Yeah? Oh, I just wanted to say I really like your style. Are you gay? Yeah, I'm fucking gay. Are you gay? Yes, bitch. Since October is LGBT History Month, today I want to talk a little bit about a Jewish lesbian during World War II. Her name was Frida Bellafont. Frida Bellafont was a half-Jewish lesbian who took part in the Dutch resistance in World War II. When the Nazis invaded the Netherlands, Frida joined the Dutch resistance group and also disguised herself as a man. Frida was very important for the Dutch resistance. For one, she created false identity cards in order to keep resistance members safe and also Jewish people safe. She also arranged hiding places for those that the Nazis were trying to find. She eventually had to hide herself with the male disguise because of the fact that she was part of a gay resistance movement inside of the Netherlands, and the Nazis had found out her identity. Her being gay and her being Jewish caused her to be a large target for the Nazis. So she disguised herself as a man and continued to work with the resistance movement, though eventually she fled the Netherlands in 1943 and went to Switzerland. She later immigrated to the United States.
Yes, they're protesting. The Supreme Court is trying to take their rights away to get married. All that makes you feel uncomfy. What a shame. Excuse me? Okay, so what you're trying to say is being gay is a choice? Well, sorry, honey, that's false. Yes, I'm gonna raise my voice. Imagine if someone told you that you couldn't marry your girlfriend. I know, it might be hard for your tiny brain to comprehend. People shouldn't have to fight for basic human rights. I mean, you piss off the wrong community. Yes, they're ready to fight. Church and state are supposed to be separate. I mean, did you kind of forget that? So don't get pissed off when the gay community is just trying to fight for the rights back.
LGBTQ people have been around forever. Our word lesbian is actually an allusion to Sappho, an ancient Greek poet that wrote many love letters to women and was from the island Lesbos. In 1964, archaeologists in Egypt opened the tomb of two men from over 2,000 years BC, and they were depicted kissing nose to nose, holding hands, locked in embrace, all the signs that would point towards being a couple if it had been a man and a woman. But of course, there are some who have said they must be brothers or conjoined twins. It's still under hot debate. Whether or not same-sex love was accepted in ancient Egypt, the existence of it is supported by artwork and mythology in gods like Seth and Horus, for instance. And these are only a few examples of how our community is connected through space and through time.
50 years ago, on June 28, 1969, in New York City, the police once again raided the Stonewall Inn. But this time, the queers at the bar fought back. That night, the first brick was thrown, and a revolution was born. Through the decades, in the face of hatred, activists raised their voices and spilled their blood so that you could live with pride, love who you love, and yes, even watch RuPaul's Drag Race at your favorite gay bar.
When I got the invitation to visit, I couldn't resist.
Wait, did somebody just say resist? So when someone tells you to vote, don't roll your eyes. We can't stop fighting until everybody understands that LGBTQ rights are human rights.
I'm convinced that every gay had that one character from a childhood movie that made them start to question their sexuality. This was mine. And this is what they look like now.
So I just found out that only 10% of the population is gay. I swear, I've been tripping because I assumed that everyone is gay.